can go ahead and move on to some topics. So y'all stick around. We got a few things to talk about. We're gonna try to go through them. Not drag y'all down too long, but let's just cover a few things.
We gotta eat.
Right. So the Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears thing has finally come to a halt. Tiffany Haddish has settled out of court and paid these family people some money to make it go away. And it was funny because right after she did that, the daughter, the one that got mistreated or whatever in the video, released a statement, I believe, saying how she felt like Tiffany understands, and all of a sudden she's all pro Tiffany. We really appreciate her doing the right thing, and we now know that she would never do anything to hurt us. I thought that was funny the way she said, we now know. Now that you've gotten paid, you now know that she would never hurt you.
Hold on, they got the kid said that?
Yeah, because she's an adult now.
Oh.
She's like 21, 22 now. And so it basically, the lawsuit now didn't even include the mother. It was just the two kids. The older daughter is taking care of the younger son. They live together. And so the daughter is his guardian now. Because he's still young. He's like 14, 15.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah, because he was kind of young in that. Because that was 7 years. Yeah, because I was about to say that was about 7 years ago.
Yeah, he was 7 and she was 14 or 15.
Yeah.
And so, but yeah, all of a sudden when Tiffany, threw that money out there, now talking about something, we now know that Tiffany would never do anything to harm us. I mean, what Tiffany and them did was definitely over the line, but it didn't take much to know that, it wasn't on purpose to be some sort of pedophile. It was just bad choice. They should have just thought it through and just said, this don't look good. Let's just turn back. And they didn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
But Aries Spears is basically doubled down on his stance, like, man, fuck them kids, I ain't do nothing wrong. You know what I mean? So he kind of, he didn't say that. I'm just being funny, but he's basically like, I'm not caving in because I didn't do nothing wrong, so I don't feel bad. So what are your thoughts about the whole situation?
I think it's messed up that she lost all her endorsements.
Exactly.
And stuff okay, let's just be real with it. That climate in Hollywood, that's how they get down.
It is. It's a huge climate.
That's how they get down.
Yeah, it's a lot of that.
So why is she the one got to get her shit canceled? I'm not the biggest Tiffany Haddish fan. That's not what this is about. Why is she getting canceled? And like I said, why were those two chosen or selected to do that type of filming in the first place? Because this is the thing. I'm not getting it because they're not really, even though they're both comedians, I don't really see them both in each other's path. It'd be one thing, they were kind of like, we hang out, da-da-da-da. Matter of fact, Aries Spears actually took shots at, because Tiffany Haddish was with, Kevin Hart.
Mm-hmm.
Aries Spears is actually taking shots at Kevin Hart.
Right.
So why are these two linking up? You know what I'm saying? It don't make sense to me.
Yeah, but I mean, this was, like you said, this was 7 years ago, and Tiffany Haddish wasn't really that big at that time, so she was still trying to come up in the game. So she probably had just met somebody like Aries, and he had been on Mad TV, and so she's probably thinking, okay, maybe he can show me the ropes, and boom, help me get up in the game. But, because she just blew up in like 2018, 2019, so she didn't really have much of a career before that. What's that movie, Girls Trip?
Girls Trip.
So that's what really made her more known. And, she's done stuff. I think she was on Comic View back in the day, maybe, or Def Comedy Jam, one of those two. But it really wasn't that big. It didn't make a big impact for her. So it wasn't until the Girls Trip that everybody was like, oh, yeah, we really like her. You know what I mean? But, I just really, I feel bad for her because she did say on somebody was trying to question her, and she was like, yeah, I mean, I lost everything. I can't get no work now. Nobody wants to hire me. I lost my contracts. What am I supposed to do? And so, I'm glad that, she still has, I think she still has some support in the industry, but it's not going to be as big as it was before. And so people are probably stepping back like, I don't want to be a part of that. but they, she needs some support because I don't think she did anything on purpose. Like, yeah, let's get some kids on film so we can abuse them. You know what I mean?
She's the one. She's like a scapegoat,
right?
And I think the other people that were involved, they're not. Yeah, they just they just go.
So yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, I really just hate it for her though. I just feel bad, but Aries ain't really getting no backlash. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, that's the thing though. Aries is kind of like in his lane.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not taking nothing away from him, but like he's not super big, but he's about at a point where like, okay, if you know about him, you know him, but if you don't know about him, you don't know him.
Yeah.
That kind of sounds stupid, but
no,
but realistically, but that's about where it is. Like, you either know him or you don't.
Yeah.
So, but he's kind of like right. If this was the height and this was the bottom, he kind of like right here.
Yeah.
So really, this don't even affect him that much.
Yeah.
So I can understand, and I think too. I will say, I feel that once this kind of blow over and stuff, and it be a couple, it may take a couple of years. Maybe they can kind of wash that away and to make her a brand again. Yeah. I mean, because, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not, like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of her, but I do feel that, and then on top of that, she, had some stuff bringing on other comics and stuff like, like Godfrey, under her wing. So I feel that, they somebody's going to be like, look, we're gonna try to clean it up, and we're gonna make it back to where you once were, at least. So yeah, I think they're just taking their distance right now.
Yeah.
But I think eventually they'll go back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
so yeah, man. Like I said, y'all let us know in the comments what y'all think. You want to take a music break?
We can do that.
Because we got a vinyl we want to break out and let y'all hear a little bit of music.
So today I got my man Just Ice.
Yes, sir.
Back to the old school. This is
the Instagram.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so this is a vinyl record.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Just Ice.
Yeah, we got the record player ready.
The original DMX, the original.
Yes, sir.
Original human beatbox.
Yeah,
not DMX, right. But rest in peace. But yeah, this Daffy DMX. Wait a minute, if I can get this open, and then you know what I'm saying. You got Mantronix.
Mantronix has been rocking with Just Ice for a long time.
Yes, sir.
He goes way back. He's a producer that has done his thing since the 80s, man. Probably in the 70s, too.
Let's see, 33 in the third. Let's do...
Oh, this is dope. I love the cover.
Yeah, that's dope, man. Yeah, I got... Shout out to King's Records, because that's where I got this from. Shout them out. Yeah, they're technically in High Point. Well, they're technically in Archdale, but we'll say High Point because people know where that is. But
we got Gangster of Hip Hop. We got Little Bad Johnny. Got to put that record back on. We got Turbocharged, and on this side we got Cole Getting Dumb. I like that. I think I remember that one. Love Story, and then back to the old school and Latoya. Oh, I forgot about Latoya.
Latoya.
Yeah.
Let's do.
What you thinking,
man? Dang,
that's a hard choice, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Let's do that Cole Getting Dumb, man, because that's such a classic.
Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that one real quick. So let me see. Hold on. There you go.
My daddy's records.
Yes, sir.
My daddy's records.
All right, let's see what we got here. Come on, baby.
There you go.
It's just ice like this, never no tricks, just say it's just this. That's the mind knowledge, I guess that I'm fresh and what I manifest and never protest. Though you say you never know you're supposed to be in a belt. Sympathetic emotions I never felt, so get out. Know that you all say you know what it felt, that you all soft, but just ice serve vicious. It's here to rock on, tell you all about myself, let my knowledge be born. Respect on the mic when it comes to a rhyme. If you think of what you like, you know you're out of your mind. It's my reminiscence, your sense and dicks, and trying to convince me to believe your stupid nonsense. I'm trying to see a grip, big fight, precise, just like my body 9 years of my life. It's a new conceptual, highly intellectual, for me only cause it is genetical. Box getting loose, got gallons of juice, too poor and more if you want to choose. Negotiable and sociable, it's done for let's build, and we're all have one soul. Cause if you leave, you will be fooling yourself. You better
Oh,
focus
man.
on better help. It's time to stop being stubborn. And so when you find, just be in my words, acknowledge my sign. If it's coming like the rain, I know it's the pain that obtains from man. And move your brain to
I don't know how much we can play without getting turned off by Instagram or somebody think they'll turn us off of this.
Yeah, I think yeah. Just Ice.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
I bet that, yeah, when I saw
That's a
that, I was
classic
like,
right
yeah,
there,
I saw
man.
that. I got it for a good deal. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I gotta get that. So I'm assuming that's a reprint because like
Yeah,
a lot of
yeah.
these people, yeah, they
But they
reprint
didn't
them.
really make them colorful like
That with the design.
Yeah.
Yeah, my one dude, I want to shout out the dude I did the podcast with the comic book store.
Mm-hmm.
He had like the Fat Boys album.
Oh, yeah?
And
Okay.
yeah, the Fat Boys album, and it like when you open up, it had like it was like a slice of pizza. It was like a piece of.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that shit was dope,
That's
man.
dope. I need that.
Man,
I'm gonna have to go back and look for some Fat Boys records, man.
Yeah,
'cause,
man.
They was my favorite group in the 80s.
I had to say, man, like doing the vinyl, like you know, it's a beautiful thing seeing it come back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I not that I knew that, you know what I'm saying, vinyl was gonna come back.
Yeah.
But I looked out. This dude knew a dude that had like a caseload of vinyl.
Okay.
I got for like $70 back in like, I think 2014.
Okay.
Yeah, so, and like now, you know what I'm saying, back in the day, this would have been, you know, maybe a couple of bucks, but this was like, it was about $18. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
like, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And CDs are coming back.
Mhm.
CDs are coming, CDs are actually getting expensive. I really would like to get a couple of hip hop CDs. It's just, they're hard to find, man.
Yeah.
Because
they
everybody
really
got,
are.
you know, back in the day, you know, when CDs was on, you know, obsolete, you know, I got, you know, I went to shout out to, don't shout him out. But I went to, you know, the little place with a little squiggly joint and people wear the blue vest and all that shit. You figure that out.
Yeah.
So they had little CDs for $5. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I got a couple. Well, I mean, they didn't really have any hip hop that I, wanted to listen to. So but they had like some old rock and shit. So I went and got some Metallica records. I think what else? I got Metallica. I got some Huey Lewis and the News.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Hey, look, man, I like it.
Yeah,
You know,
Huey
it ain't
Lewis
just
is one of my
it ain't just hip hop alone. You know. But yeah, I mean, so I got a couple of them joints.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, man, the price of them joints going back up like
Yeah,
$10, $11, man.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man.
Yeah, I got.
Always keep your vinyl and keep your CDs. You never know when they're gonna be worth something.
Yeah, that's very true.
You never know.
I got a couple of R&B joints. I got a Michael Jackson's.
Oh yeah, I got some Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
The Against the Wall joint.
Off the Wall.
Yeah, Off the Wall joint.
Yeah,
And Bad.
Okay.
Yeah, I got
That's what's up, man.
I need to get that one with the lean though, with the thriller
Right,
joint.
man.
The lean.
Well, yeah. Anyway, man, I wish I still had some of my old vinyls from back in the '80s because I had a good collection, but got lost over the years. So it is what it is. But anyway, we can go ahead and move on, man. Thank y'all for letting us play some music. Okay, and don't forget like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe.
Brothers and sisters.
Brothers and sisters.
Brothers and sisters.
We
Need funds. Alex, build the goddamn school.
School, man. We got the blackboards in the building.
You
But
know
we
what I'm
need
saying?
more. We need some supplies. We need pencils and erasers and stuff
That's
like
crazy.
that.
That mug got people to pay for the school, and then them same people to pay was down there painting and working on the school.
Exactly.
I'm like, damn, how you do that?
Exactly.
But you know what? I will say, you know, about Dr. Umar Johnson. I know we crack up and joke all the time, but I will give him the benefit. I will say that he at least, I feel that he is trying to do, you know, having, you know, better empower people
Right.
in his own way. I think he could he do a better job at it?
Right.
Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? I just think, you know, I think he is trying.
Yeah.
I'll give him
absolutely.
that.
Yeah.
I'll give him that.
Absolutely, man. So, but yeah, let's. You know, I was gonna ask you. I just wanted to bring up that movie, the Woman King. There's been a lot of controversy about that one. I didn't see it, but
Yeah,
you know,
I haven't seen it
I've been
either.
on the fence about it because, you know, the real story of this tribe called the Dahomey tribe that they are making a movie on. You know, they were really like slave traders. You know, and you know, they were, I guess, they didn't want to have to deal with the white folks, the colonizers, so they agreed to sell a lot of their own people into slavery just so that they can be safe. And so a lot of people are a little bit upset about that, you know what I mean? And so I don't know, man. I don't know if I want to see the movie or not. I mean, I know the people who made the movie don't have ill intent, but I feel like the way I look at it, it's kind of like Black Panther, you know, that tribe of women, like
What's it called? The Zosis? No,
no,
But I know what you're talking about.
But yeah, the tribe of women.
Because they all have the bald
Yeah,
heads.
yeah, and it's a couple of different women tribes in that, but you know it's understandable because that's fiction. That's based on fiction, but this is a real tribe, the Dahomey tribe that y'all basing this on. So it's just like, I don't know, man. I don't like it. I don't really like it. I don't know. But what are your thoughts on it?
Well, like I said, when I was talking to you, I actually was watching this guy. It was a professor.
Dora Milaje. Sorry.
Yeah, you good. It was a professor that was from Harvard or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And he was kind of explaining like these people, the people that sold slaves, like the Africans that sold slaves,
Yeah.
weren't their people.
Mm-hmm.
The people that they sold slaves to, a lot of those people were their enemies. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And they got captured. So, you know what I'm saying? And just like you're saying, to keep from getting colonized, because yeah, that's what they were doing. Like Portugal, they were just snatching Africans at first. They were just snatching Africans. But when the Africans found out, like, hey, you know, he's coming up here snatching us, oh, we got something for their ass.
Right.
So when Portugal start coming back, and the Africans start whooping their ass, now they want to talk. They're like, look, man, we just need some workers. You know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to do nothing. We ain't trying to do nothing. We just trying to get, you know.
Yeah.
So what they started doing, you know, they made agreements and, you know, saying like, okay, well, you can, if you're looking for slaves, you can have them. The whole history is kind of fucked up because the thing of it is, and it really doesn't give justice because when in America, especially me being a Black American, African American, well, shit,
yeah,
AF,
right,
AA rather.
Yeah.
So if me being that in the way, especially me growing up in the South, and the way that we were taught about slavery, we were taught that a bunch of white men just came up and just started raiding the shit out of Africa and just started
Right.
He just started taking busloads of Africans over here to the new land to enslave and pick and cotton and all that other stuff. Nah, it was much more intricate than that. And on top of that, like the gentleman said in the lecture, is it really out of the people that they took from Africa, it was only 4% that America, the Americas took from Africa. It was only like 4%. So that's a small number.
Yeah.
So where those other people went, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because they don't. That's another thing. They don't tell you about the other slave trade. The Arab slave trade was worse than the actual slave trade of the European.
Yeah.
So, and they was sold, you know, to those Arab, you know, Arabic nations or whatnot. So I mean, you know, with the whole thing with the movie going back, you know, like you said, I don't think it was no ill will. Well, I mean, will I see it? I think I might wait till, you know, it come out, like where I could stream it or whatnot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I can kind of actually get an understanding and grasp of it.
Yeah.
I do feel that, you know, those tribes, that's what they did. They set up stuff in order to, like, you know what I'm saying, you know, to have the trades. Because that's another thing too. They were doing that trade for, like, you know, they want to make you think like Africans had sticks and shit. Nah, them motherfuckers were trading for guns.
Yeah.
They were trading for guns, gunpowder. And the bad thing about it was, and that's another thing they mentioned, was the gunpowder. Reason why it wasn't. Now, this might be the reason why it wasn't as effective in Africa, because I think in European regions, the weather was, you know, moderate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It didn't get super hot, but it didn't get cold. Well, see, now in Africa, it's getting hot, so that gunpowder sitting, you know, exploding, all that other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I'm hoping I'm getting that right, because we might have gun enthusiasts like, man, no, it don't work like that. Da, da, da. But anyway, he had a hard time keeping it because of the heat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why he was like, yeah, I need to get like some fresh, you know. So yeah, they were trading those slaves. You know what I'm saying? They were trading those slaves for like weapons.
Okay.
And that's another thing too. Also that's another thing that's important. They also had a gold coast. Africa had a gold coast where they trade gold out of Africa. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't that these, you know, they made it like this tribe is like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, they just, I don't know how they depict them in the movie. You know what I'm saying? They're making it look like, you know, these women warriors and stuff like that. But
see, that's another thing, because some people who have seen the movie said that basically the women warriors did represent, but the whole movie is about them killing off other black people in the movie. And it's not really a bunch of colonizers getting killed. It's black people. So it's like these black women are killing these black men, and it's just like, we don't want to see black on black violence like that. So that's another thing people are having gripes about. Now, I don't know that part. You know, I'm not saying that I like it, but I get it. You know, a movie's got to have some sort of action and all of that. But the only part I really had trouble with was the fact that the whole slave trade, and they were trying to make it like a fictional story, like that part never happened. But, you know, the fighting, you know, I don't care if it's white or black. You know, there's going to be some fighting in the movie. That's what it's all about.
People going to get whooped.
But yeah, I mean, you know, so, you know, I mean, I don't know. I'm on the fence about it, man. But I may still go and see it. But I'm still on the fence, man. I gotta really put some thought into it and see how I feel. Because, you know, if I don't like something, I just don't like it. You know what I mean? So it takes a lot to bring me back around. But yeah, y'all let us know what y'all think in the comments about the, you know, Woman King movie. If y'all seen it, let us know. You know, if y'all agree or disagree, you know, blah, blah, blah. We'll go from there. All right, so let's move on. So let's talk about Nia Long. You know what I mean? She and her husband, the Celtics coach, Ime Udoka, or as Urban X called him, Ustroka. Woo, that's funny to me, man. Call him Ime Ustroka. But he, you know, cheated on her. Come to find out, you know, that it was with the vice president's wife. You know what I mean? And it's just like, wow. And I think that the dude, the vice president, I think he, from what I understand, he found out because she was like standing in front of their door and didn't realize she was being heard on the door cam. She was like,
damn.
And she was talking about giving the old boy some sloppy toppy. You know,
damn.
So it was just like, that's gotta hurt. You know, you like, yeah, so, you know, I'm gonna come back and do it again. And he's like, what the fuck am I hearing on my intercom? Bitch, did you just say you sucking somebody else? Get in this house. Get in this house.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't know, man. I mean, I feel bad, but you know, what makes it so bad for Nia Long is that she just, like, within the past 3 to 4 weeks, moved her whole family in with this dude and up and moved to his area just to accommodate him. You know, like, you know, he was just like, yeah, things is working out for me over here, and she uprooted her whole life within the past 30 days just to move in with him. And now this happened. As soon as she moved in,
She got moved right back up.
Yep.
Damn.
Because I'd have been like, yeah, we gone. I hope she still got a home somewhere else and not just this one with him.
Nia Long gonna be all right.
I'm sure she is, but I'm just saying I hope she didn't like sell her house. Like, I don't need it no more. I'm
Yeah.
moving with him.
No.
I hope she kept a home somewhere else.
Yeah.
Because damn if we wouldn't be moving.
Shoot, she Nia all right. Shit. She look. Let me tell you something. Find Nia Long is she gonna find somewhere to stay.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Yeah, come on over there. Come on over. You can stay here.
Yeah,
You know, we will work it out some kind of way. But yeah, I mean, I really just felt bad for her because of that aspect. You know, I mean, people get cheated on all the time, but it's like, damn, you just went out of your way thinking that you could trust this guy and find out he, you know, just
and that's what
vice
my thing.
way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Though, why? Because that's what I'm saying. Nia Long, you got Nia Long.
Yeah.
You got Nia Long.
Yeah, you can have
man,
that's Nia Long all the time, but you still had to cheat.
Man,
but it goes back to what Dave Chappelle said too a long time ago in Killing Them Softly. He said, "Powerful men fuck the women that's closest to them." Like when he was talking about Bill Clinton, he said he almost looked out the White House office door and was like, "You good?" You know, because he ain't got time to go around town looking for nobody. You know, you here, so you gonna come in here and serve this purpose. And he took that same path and got the vice president's wife.
Dang. Suck my dick is a future in. Now get out there and be somebody. You write a book.
I'm telling you, ain't too many stand-up routines that can still go hard to this day like that one. That shit went hard as fuck. Man. Dave Chappelle has been a GOAT for a long time, man. For a long time. But yeah, man, so... But yeah, y'all also let us know what y'all think about that, man. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, it's really sad that, you know, I mean, women get cheated on just like men get cheated on. So it's really sad, but it's just like, damn, dude. You convinced this woman to move in and to get a place together.
I mean, Nia
Long, her whole life.
Boy.
Yeah, and she that fine.
But
like, what is wrong with her? There's nothing wrong with her.
But hey, I mean, but you know, I would say this. I'm not saying this to Kate for dude. We don't know how they are behind closed doors. Maybe Nia Long's like, nah, I'm not doing that. So he's like, oh, well, I can find somebody who does.
Right.
I'm not saying that's what that is, and I'm not saying that don't excuse what he did. But
yeah, I mean, we don't know 100% about Nia Long behind closed doors. She might be, you know, but still, like you said, she still don't deserve to get cheated on. You know, if you don't like what she offering, then just divorce her and get away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't make her uproot her whole life and you got all this going on. And yeah, I mean, from what I heard, the story is worse than that. You know, it's a lot more going on with it, you know. So I don't know, man. But anyway, I don't want to stay on that too long because it's, you know, it's really sad. But have you been keeping up with She